Listen, we got some serious news to discuss involving Lamelo Ball, MB1, the one of one, and his running mate, Brandon Miller. I believe that these two guys, in my humble opinion, they haven't even scratched the surface of what they're going to be able to do in this league. I'm sitting here just watching, and I'm pretty sure they are too. I can only imagine the conversations that they're having amongst each other as they watch guys walk away with trophies and accolades and all this, that, and the third. LaMelo Ball is cut from that cloth. Brandon Miller is cut from that cloth, and Sports Illustrated believes that they are, because I'm here to tell you, I got breaking news. LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller ranked in the top 25 under 25 lists. The Charlotte Hornets duo is more potent than you think. Do not let these numbers and records and things like that fool you. As you can see what's going on with PJ Washington. We're gonna get into that in a second. He's running away, uh, possibly with a championship. All of those winning intangibles was right here in the Queen City. And you seen flashes from PJ. Heck, you see flashes from guys, right now. So it's only a matter of time before everything comes together. But shout out to Sports Illustrated. They ranked Brandon Miller 17th and they ranked LaMelo Ball 20th. I think that LaMelo Ball, they don't have the full list out just yet, but I'm just focusing on these two players. I just believe that LaMelo should be higher than 20. I do think that this is another situation where the media is using his injury history to pretty much, discredit where he should be in this ranking with these top young players in this league. We look at these two guys, we look at Tyrese Halliburton, we look at Anthony Edwards. These guys are running away with individual accolades that people would dream of, but we forget that LaMelo was actually the rookie of the year. Even though these guys was their names was percolating during that time period as well, but I just think these guys were able to be put in a much better situation than LaMelo, and it's proven. It's very unfortunate. I wanna read what Sports Illustrated put out, where they have LaMelo ranked 20th. It says when Ball plays, he dazzles. Being the face of the league isn't just a matter of playing great basketball. It takes undeniable charisma and just as crucial, a buzzing sense of possibility. You never quite know what LaMelo might do with the ball, and that alone makes him worth the price of admission. That's what they put out for him. For Brandon Miller, they have him 17th. The quote that they put out was, in his first season, Miller quickly established himself as a franchise pillar. His GOAT is Paul George, and Miller paid tribute to him by producing a better rookie season than George's, averaging 17 points, 4 boards, 2 assists, and at least one highlight play per night. His combination of athleticism, versatility, offensive efficiency, and smooth shooting has the Hornets giddy about his potential ascent into superstardom. I think that Brandon Miller, his ascension to superstardom is inevitable. It's only a matter of time. He really came onto the scene and gave the Charlotte Hornets something that they really never had. In my humble opinion, they had a nice wing player, potentially great once he gets, his maturation process. But it's unfortunate that the Charlotte Hornets, this season, it was just another rough, nasty, situation, for the Charlotte Hornets, man. I thought that this was going to be a year where they got out of this nasty hole. They finished 21-61. That's pretty disgusting. As you can see, Miller averages 17. What do you think is he's due for a jump? Everybody believes that Miller is going to shoot up, go, and I hope so. Like I said, I believe that these two guys, along with Mark Williams, a lot of people forget about Mark. I think Mark Williams is a bigger factor. We get caught up with Melo, we get caught up with Miller, but I'm telling you now, Mark Williams he may be possibly one of the biggest dominoes on this team. You understand, in terms of getting them to where they need to get to. You know, I think that Mark Williams is the truth. I think he's going to be kind of like that glue guy in between these two to make it all make sense, to make life easier for both of them. They need a Mark Williams on this team. And like I said, health is really the whole thing about the Hornets. Because I just think if Lamelo was healthy, if they have Miller healthy, you have even like I said, you probably, who knows what they're gonna do with Bridges. I think that Bridges, who knows if he's gonna stick around, but to his credit, he was gone for basically a whole year. He needed to get reacclimated, and obviously coming into that situation with the Hornets where he just got dropped right in the middle of a playing situation, and people expected him to be Bridges. I think towards the tail end of the year, he started slowly but surely getting back to NBA speed. There's no replica. We could try to replicate NBA game speed in practice and drills and things like that. But as we know, there is no replica for game speed. So he had to go through these things, in order to get to where he needs to get to. But like I said, I got faith in the Charlotte Hornets. I know that we sit up here every year and then we be optimistic and things like that. But something tells me that Charles, is gonna come in and do something. You see Lamelo very excited. The whole team is excited to have him there. He comes from a winning background. He's going to the NBA Finals. He could pretty much be coming to Charlotte with a championship. Which I think is going to be awfully tough because it looks like they're going up against Dallas. They are. But I just really like what's going on with Charlotte. I don't think things is as bleak as it may look. And that's really what I really want to let people know. Have faith in Buzz City. Trust the process. Is far from over. That's really all I need. All I really want to tell you. Make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you hit the like button. And most definitely hit the subscribe button. It's Flight Sports. Let me know what's your thoughts on LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller ranking in the top 25 under 25 list by Sports Illustrated. Where do you think LaMelo was put at? Are you upset? Was it fair? What are the Hornets going to do this season? Are they going to turn it around? It's Flight Sports TV.